There's a lot of news saying that Franklin Richards, the son of Reed Richards and Sue Storm, will appear in Fantastic Four First Steps. This kid is expected to play a very important role in the MCU's future after Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Why? Because he's extremely overpowered. So, let's talk about his comic story to get to know Franklin Richards better. Franklin Richards was born to Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, and Sue Storm, Invisible Woman. The entire Fantastic Four gained their powers after being exposed to cosmic radiation during a space exploration mission that altered their genetics. That mutated gene even affected their children, so when Sue was pregnant, she suffered 10 times more than a normal human would. Giving birth to Franklin became a life-threatening situation where either the mother or the baby might not survive. But Reed Richards, the smartest man alive, didn't just stand by and do nothing. He searched for a solution to save both his wife and his child. To find that solution, Mr. Fantastic, Human Torch, and the Thing had to go into the negative zone. The negative zone is a parallel dimension made entirely of antimatter, the opposite of the universe humans live in. This negative zone is ruled by a being called Annihilus. Their mission was to seize a device from Annihilus called the Cosmic Control Rod, which controls cosmic radiation. This device was the only thing that could keep both Sue and the baby alive during childbirth. In short, only after they secured the device and controlled the radiation was Sue able to safely give birth to Franklin Benjamin Richards. The name Franklin comes from his grandfather, Sue Storm's father Franklin Storm, and Benjamin comes from Reed's best friend, Ben Grimm, aka The Thing. Later on, when the Fantastic Four were too busy, they sent Franklin to stay with Agatha Harkness. He stayed under Agatha's supervision. While the rest of the Fantastic Four became mutants after being exposed to cosmic radiation, Franklin was born a mutant from the beginning. Like the X-Men, most regular mutants can only use their powers once they reach a certain age. But Franklin was already using his powers while he was still in diapers. Besides inheriting the blood of both his parents, the energy from the negative zone present at his birth also contributed to his immense power. The first time he helped his parents in a battle was during a fight between the Frightful Four and the Fantastic Four. When the Thing had lost consciousness and only 3 members of the Fantastic Four were left to fight, Franklin used his psychic powers to wake him up. As a result, the Fantastic Four were complete again and managed to win the battle. At this point, neither the Fantastic Four nor the comic readers fully realized how powerful Franklin really was. In later comics, Franklin's powers gradually began to be revealed. At one point, Franklin was struggling to solve a Rubik's Cube. While he was feeling frustrated for not being able to solve it due to his undeveloped young brain, the TV coincidentally said, "When are you going to grow up?" At that moment, he accidentally used his powers and instantly turned into an adult. Since he still had a child's mind and temporarily lost his memory, he went out of control. Even the Fantastic Four couldn't handle him. He ran away, and eventually his mother Sue found him and calmed him down, which brought back his consciousness and reverted him to his child form. That's when it became clear that Franklin's power was reality warping. Reality warping is the ability to alter reality however one desires. It's the kind of power Scarlet Witch used to create 2 children who didn't really exist and transform an entire town into her own custom-made world. Franklin is even more powerful than Scarlet Witch and Wiccan. That's why, if Franklin were ever to become a villain, he could be one of the most dangerous in the entire universe. Luckily, Reed, Sue, Johnny, and Ben were able to guide and raise this powerful child carefully, keeping him from going down a dark path. Just to note, Marvel categorizes mutants by power level, ranging from Alpha to Omega. However, in both comics and movies, they mostly only mention the extremely powerful Omega-level mutants. Among the well-known Omega-level mutants are Magneto, Professor X, Storm, and finally Franklin himself. Putting Franklin on the same level as Magneto and Professor X could actually be seen as underestimating his true power. Franklin is far more powerful than other Omega-level mutants. He could even be classified as a cosmic-level being. Even Galactus, after analyzing Franklin's potential, once told Reed Richards that he was afraid of Franklin. There's a comic event that clearly proves just how powerful Franklin truly is. That event is the Onslaught storyline. To summarize, Onslaught is a villain born from the dark sides of both Professor X and Magneto. When this being arrived to destroy the world, all of Earth's mightiest heroes, Avengers, X-Men, and the Fantastic Four, had to unite to face him. In the end, to save the world, all those heroes sealed themselves along with Onslaught into a pocket dimension. And the one who created this pocket dimension was Franklin Richards. In the MCU, we've already seen reality warping abilities through Scarlet Witch and Wiccan. But Franklin can alter not just a town, but an entire universe's reality. That's why I said that after Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, This kid will become crucial to the MCU's future. It's already widely known that the MCU will have a soft reboot after Secret Wars. In the comics, after the Secret Wars event, Franklin was the one who created a new reality, essentially rebooting the universe. In the MCU, Scarlet Witch is currently the only one capable of such a feat, but she has been sidelined since Multiverse of Madness. According to one fan theory, with Scarlet Witch out of the picture, Franklin Richards is the only one capable of rebooting an entire universe. Alternatively, it's possible that Franklin and Wiccan will work together to give roles to the Young Avengers. Whatever the case, if Marvel wants to go in these directions, they'll need to introduce Franklin in Fantastic Four First Steps first. And after this multiverse saga, the long-awaited X-Men will finally appear in the upcoming Mutant saga. If they kick off the Mutant saga with Franklin, it would be considered a strong opening. So that's it for this video. See you in the next video. Have a beautiful day.